We are here, Rangers versus Union Saint Galway. Right, I don't know how you pronounce them. We'll call them USG. Right, we use USBs on the laptops, the computers, whatever, your phones, your Xboxes, your PlayStations. You like the PlayStation? Well, I like talking about Rangers, and that's what we're going to do today. Talk about them. Now, it's just another Wednesday night. No, there's no football on the night. What do you mean? Now we've all got accumulators on. Let's call a spade a spade. My bet's worth 44 grand, and I'm keeping my close eye. Let's put it that way. But yeah, should be an interesting game tomorrow for Rangers. I am expecting big things. Oh, what was that at the corner of my eye there? What won the Aston Villa? That's what I like to see. Big Rogers. Not quite Brendan, is it, my friends? But anyway, we're laughing all that aside. Um, no Hadji, no Balogun. Who else have we missing? No Danilo, obviously. We're also missing quite a few players, such as injury wise, the usual players that we've been missing all season. I'm not expecting the likes of, well, I mean, Kieran Dowell's away, Matondo, Cortez. Honestly, I'm kind of just done with Cortez. I think we should just kind of let Cortez sail down the river, right? And I say I'm done with him. The guy's still technically on loan, right? 4 million, and it's gone. It's all or nothing out the window. Bang bang, good night. Now, in terms of a starting 11, Liam Kelly, honestly, Liam Kelly could start this. Well, I say could. He's not going to. Should he start this game? I wouldn't be completely against it. He really should be in contention to start in this game of football, but for whatever reason, Jack Butland gets fired straight back in. You know, it doesn't even matter if you make a mistake, son, against Manchester United. You'll still continue to play against Dundee United. So let's be honest, that's what's happening there. Right. Up next, we have got James Tavernier. I'm just expecting Tav in the next competition. Ho 2-0. Aston Villa. That's what that's what we love to see. 2-0 Aston Villa. Rogers. Oh, oh, Battle of Britons. They're not easy, my friends. They are not easy. Put that one in your pipe. Smoke it. That's about as much enjoyment as I'll probably get this season, but I'll take it. Look at Cal McGregor trying to rally the troops. Pathetic. Pathetic, isn't it, guys? Pathetic. But yeah, Tavernier, he'll start at right back. Centre back situation, right. No Balogun, no Salah. John Suter obviously remains out. So I'm thinking proper. I'm thinking proper pish. It's no good, to be honest, because, I mean, who's going to go in there? Rafael Fernandez can't even start. Um, Sean, just the man I wanted to see. See that franchise mode you want me and him to do co-op? We're debating. We're putting. We're finalising the ink. The ink's no. Well, I say the ink's no dry because it's not been written down. You know what I mean? Was that 2-0 there? I'm trying to take notes of this one day in my wee preview for this game. But yeah, we were talking about TV shows earlier. So if anyone wants to talk about TV shows, go ahead. But centre, yeah, 2-0 Phil. I'm watching. It's fucking fan. Although it's fantastic as it is, I need them to reel in the goals. Well, I say I need them for my bet. I mean, they can win 20-0 if they want, like, if I'm being honest. But what else was I banging on about? Centre back situation's a mess for Rangers. Why aren't you doing a watch along tomorrow? I am doing a watch along tomorrow. I'll let you know. I am. I'll be there with bells on. Don't you worry. Just Islamic State. I'll be there with absolute freaking bells on. But it's just a disgrace, man. You know, Scottish football. Nice competitive game last week, folks. And look at this. 6 minutes in, it's done. No good. No good. No, I'm doing a watch along tomorrow. We need to end. If I said review earlier, I take it back. I didn't mean it. I meant watch along. I'll be there. 7:55. Be there. Be square. Yeah, centre back situation was a fucking mess. All right. Who have we actually got to fucking play at centre back? Leon King and Proper's probably going to have to be the two. I have the issues with Leon King, to be honest, folks. I think Leon King should play. I always thought it was incredibly unfair, the fact that he got basically fucking I mean, the whole Champions League run that year was his fault. It wasn't his fault. Davy Weir would do a better job. He probably would. Even right now, he would. What age is he now? 54, 55? Must be approaching that age. But yeah, left back, Yefty. The Chelsea linked Yefty will probably be starting tomorrow. Obviously, last week he did cost us against Man United. We should have drew that game, but anyway, less being better. Nico Raskin and Diamonde being the centre too. That's what it should be. So is the franchise on? I think it will be. Right, can't 100% give it the green light, but there's just a million things to do over on Fog. But we will eventually start it, and we'll go the 49ers because you want us to go the 49ers. Get Marvin Andrews in as a faith healer. We might need to do that as well. So yeah, but those two in the mid centre of the park. Wide, that is the problem. Isn't it? Tierney out. I think it's probably going to have to be Ross McCausland. Bogging, I know, folks. Yeah, Hadji can't play. Honestly, I wouldn't even fucking play Barami, but we kind of have to because we've got so limited options. I want to see Dessers up front. As crazy as that sounds, yep, Big Stevie wants Dessers up front. Dessers and Igamani up front with Barami. Actually, fuck Bailey Rice. I'd play Bailey Rice in the middle. You know what? Actually, I would start Bailey Rice and Curtis. Especially Rice, and then Diamande can play in the 10 because he can do that. As for Wright, on the right, not Scott Wright, by the way. As for on the right-hand side, I would probably... who would I go on the right-hand side? Finlay, Curtis and McCausland. You go with the unknown, don't you? I mean, Finlay Curtis came on and looked all right against Man United. To be fair, so did McCausland, but McCausland's been in the main team now for nearly 18 months. It has become... I think McCausland's actually... I wouldn't say he's got worse because I just think the hype's died down, but he's not got any better since he came in. Seeing he came in, it was like, oh, yes, finally a youngster given a chance, and he's getting assists and he's getting goals, but now it's just... the guy's not good enough. He's not Rangers quality. I mean, he's one of those guys that if you were on top and you were bringing him on and he was getting the odd goal and assist, you'd be like, keep him. He loves Rangers, but when you're in chase mode, folks, Ross McCausland's no it, sadly. But yeah, and then obviously Dessers Nigamani up front picks itself. As for Union St. Galwa, apparently that's how you pronounce it, Galwa, Galossi, next to Union St. Emulsion, all that shite. They've got players suspended. I believe Nick Walsh was actually the referee of their last game in the Europa League. We're Gatwa on it. They're doing all right in Belgium. I think they're third. So, I mean, yeah, they're a decent team, but Ibrox needs to be a fortress in Europe. And, I mean, it's been relatively all right this season, apart from the Lyon game. But you know what? We also lost to Benfica last year, and Benfica are a good team. Right? I'm not going to sit here and cry about that, but we need to be turning these games at Ibrox into, wins and draws if you cannot win, because that's where you're going. That's your bread and butter. But to be fair to Clermont, away from home, here he was 7 games undefeated away from home in Europe? That's fantastic, man. As bad as Philip Clermont is, and most of us would want him at the club, you can't fault that. But obviously went and lost to United, but it was Big Yefty Big Yefty's arseful that against Manchester United, if we're being honest about it. And then what else, guys? There's literally no transfer news to talk about from a Rangers perspective. We're constantly linked with Katic. Did we offer him a deal? I'm not so sure about it. If a deal even got off, I think if a deal got offered, we'd know more about it, man. Transfers can happen really quick instead of this dragged out nonsense. I think it's just the papers trying to keep things relevant. As for, we could talk about Yefty. How much would I want for Yefty? It's Chelsea at the end of the day, man. I would try and get double figures out of Chelsea. I mean, is Yefty worth double figures? I mean, I think we need to see a wee bit more from him before I can start turning around and saying, oh, hopefully we can start offering like 20 million and put a price tag of 20 million, 25, 30. But Chelsea are spending like 30, 40, 50 million on guys that we've never even heard of. So that's what's crazy there. But does anyone get any questions? Because before we get into score predictions and scorers and what we'll likely see, I'll answer anything. Get it right in. Right, now I'm going to take a wee look. Actually, I put a poll up, didn't I? I put a poll up. I need to look at the poll. So, what's happening on Twitter? What's happening on here? What's happening? What's happening? Triple H, what's going on there? Right, so I'll head over to the poll situation and see what is happening. So, yeah, we get 472 votes here. 65% for Rangers, 9% draw, 26% USG. Pretty split. I mean, I say it's split. I mean, most days I think Rangers are winning, and I think the rest of us are. Well, the rest of them are Celtic fans. What are my thoughts on CM Punk calling out Hulk Hogan? Well, let me tell you something, brother. Low hanging fruit. Into at the end of the day, just CM Punk. He's trying to stay hip with the fucking losers that are watching WWE because he knows the vast majority of them hate Hulk Hogan, and that's what he was doing. It's pathetic, to be honest. You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan's fucking done 100 times more things for the wrestling business than CM Punk. I shouldn't need to state that, but that's what it is. That's the only reason Punk did that. But what was the fucking need of calling out Hulk Hogan? It's not like Hogan said, "Here, I'm better than everyone in this current era," even though he is, and I'm going to win the Royal Rumble or something. Hogan's not even in it. Pop, he said it to get a cheap fucking pop. That's all he did. But yeah, hopefully Mr. Phil Brooks is enjoying the Trump administration right now because I know I am. All right, I know I am. So yeah, but Hulk, let me tell you something, brother. CM Punk is a cigarette. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we all know, brother. CM Punk. He's a fag. Let's see here. Oh no. Let's get on there. Come on, Aston Phil. Let's make this 3-0 here. But score prediction, I'm going 3-1. I'm going to go with Hamza Gamani to get 2. It's been a few games without scoring, but you know what? And the see if he's going to have games where he doesn't score, right? And you can't score every game. Not even the best of all time can score every game, right? Be impactful. And that's what he is. I mean, nutmegging players. He should have had a handful of assists against Dundee United, but Diamonde hit the post, and at least that Diamonde thing's been obviously rescinded. And not only does he return for our next game against, what do you call them, Ross County, he returns Zamora, obviously Diamonde. So back-to-back games, Diamonde's returning from suspension, even though I wouldn't really label what happened against Dundee United a suspension. Have you and Jambo Bear started watching TNA yet? No. Will we? Yeah, maybe this week. What am I doing on Thursday? What Morris? What am I doing on Thursday? Rangers are playing, but TNA that night. Maybe a different TNA. When you cross the line in this world of man. Brilliant though. Oh, Matty Cash should have made it 3-0. Unlucky Aston Villa. See what I've seen on Twitter though between like Aston Villa and Celtic fans. It's kind of funny. About, oh, you better not come down to Birmingham and sing those songs. And oh, we've never had a song about Birmingham. We only sing about every other city they bombed. It's like, oh, aye, because that's fucking, honestly, the brass neck on that. TNA has been shite since 2014. Tend to agree. TNA, I remember watching TNA back in the day, man. Fucking aces and eights. A biz, battering Rob Van Dam with his big, was it Janus it was called? I'm sure he threw it in at the end of one of the Fog Wrestling Feds. That's it. People were reviewing and watching the TNA now. Well, here, maybe it will happen. I'm just, you know what, right? Maybe WWE's awful, right? And AEW's awful. But TNA just feels like, cheap folks, you know what I mean? And it does kind of put you off watching it. I mean, I love Joe Hendry, and to be honest, exactly, state edgy, bunch of fuds. Where are they tonight? They usually, I know their team's on, but they'd usually be in these chats even if their team was on. It's because they're getting beat 2-0. That's why. They're getting fucking scudded by Aston Villa. It's a beautiful Wednesday night. Beautiful Wednesday night. Adam Adair up front, not very good there, but Antonio Cholak, 20 times the player Adam Adea is. Isn't that right, my friends? But Hamzi Gamani going to get 2 in the game. Who's going to get the other goal? I know I'm looking forward to. I mean, obviously we're through. I'm just looking forward to when we can actually register a proper team in Europe. Like no issue. And Salah, Hadji, Danilo, etc., etc. Looking forward to that and actually being able to play our full strength team. It's no real excuse, but if we were at Old Trafford with all those available players, we would have been able to give a better account of ourselves because some of the players didn't turn up and it was literally playing with 8 men. But Ami shouldn't start the Mora for me. I actually wouldn't start him. I'd rather start Bailey Rice, Raskin, Diamonde ahead of them with McCausland and Finlay Curtis, either side. But Ami, he'd one good game against Celtic. And he has scored crucial goals this season, right? But he seems to be a moments player. And we need more than a moments player, man. We need a guy to turn up 9 times, 9 times out of 10 a week. That's what, not a week, a game. Like 8 or 9 times out of 10 games. That's the one we finally got there in the end, my friends. But he's so bad. He's like the debates between him and Hadji need to go. There is no debate. Hadji's better than Barami. I want Barami to do well, but it seems to be no matter who we sign, if they're signed for £4 million, they're shite. And Cortez, man, horrific signing. I can't believe we are stuck with him. Crazy. Absolutely crazy talk. Scary. Scary biscuits. Anyway, folks, what other questions you got for me? Anything? TNA, WWE. I seen Triple H is getting what? I need to get a drink. Triple H is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker surprised him. What with a bonga bonga party, my friends? I can't watch wrestling anymore. I tried to give it a bash again, watched Raw Netflix premiere and was back out. Thank you, Sean Hughes, for this super chat, my friend. It's fucking awful, mate. I mean, if we didn't have a channel and we weren't reviewing it, I wouldn't have watched it in fucking years. Honestly, I remember like 10 years ago when wrestling was still shite, but it's a bit better than what it was now. When the Rumble came around or Mania, you gave it like a watch, didn't you? Right? And now, if I wasn't doing the YouTube, I wouldn't bother my arse with it. I just would not. What you? Is that what he said then? Where did he say that? They said, I bet he said it on his wee pathetic wrestling channel. Yeah. Oh, right wing fascists only like Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. It's pathetic. You know what I mean? Let's just put politics out of it for one side. Why can't you just appreciate what they did for the wrestling business? Why are they trying to rewrite history? I mean, look at the likes of Batista, Mick Foley. Couldn't get any more left wing if you tried. Doesn't change what they did for the wrestling business. I mean, does Mick Foley? Would I prefer King of the Ring '98 if Mick Foley was a Trump supporter? No, because it doesn't change the match at the end of the day. It's pathetic. Pathetic. I mean, Vince McMahon not been found guilty, just for getting fired under the bus by all these fucking libtards. And I will defend Vincent Kennedy McMahon till I cannot no more. Guy made us all fall in love with wrestling. Without him, we wouldn't be fucking watching it. So that's why I still like the guy. Gave us countless hours and thousands of hours, man. Of some of your best childhood moments watching wrestling. That may sound sad because look at what wrestling's become, but that's the fucking reality. No, I don't agree with McMahon shiting on people's chests, but consensual. He probably does. I remember him as wee buddy. Can't remember his name because they were outside Celtic Park. Oh, because it was on about like transgenders using the toilets, and he's like, "Oh, I'd batter the real women trying to stop the fake women." It's like, all right, fuck. See how far we've went there. His wee tag team partner. The Attitude Era was the last time I liked wrestling. Well, the Ruthless Aggression Era, like I grew up through it, but you know what I mean, David. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right, closing thoughts, troops. But that franchise mode, Sean, I think we're going to get stuck. We've recorded 4 episodes, the Aberdeen career mode. I don't know when they're going to be uploaded. Obviously, one was the day. We'll probably just try and upload them on days where there's no. I know we upload it on the day, but that was to get us back in the. We'll probably upload them on days where there's no football on. If that makes sense. Obviously, the next 4 days you've got Rangers tomorrow. Friday nothing's on, but then you've got the weekend. So maybe we'll upload one on Friday because part of me hates playing FIFA, but I don't mind the co-op because it's actually fun. You know what I mean? So, but playing it myself, it can be a wee. I don't mind playing Ultimate Team, but it's no as fun playing career mode for me by myself as what it used to be. This channel used to be built off playing career modes and all that good stuff. But now it's just I play it. It doesn't feel the same, man. You do like you've done an episode, you've done it all, but doing the co-op it's a rare laugh. Couldn't believe we went 19 games without a win, and in the 20th attempt we finally won. Beat the mighty Dundee 2-0. It's fantastic. Brilliant, phenomenal. William, are you watching I'm watching Manchester City against Club Brugge. No, of course I'm not. I need to check my bet. I need to check my bet. Let me head over to bet 365. Bet's worth 44 grand. No, he didn't say it. I can't remember. It was one of his pals getting like very violent about like the women that were protesting against it. It wasn't him. Can't remember his name. It's eluding me. Every other game in the Champions League 0-0. PSG's winning 2-0. Bayern's winning 1-0. I took Bayern to win 9-0. Yep, risked it for a biscuit. Atletico Madrid's winning. Dynamo Zagreb's beating AC Milan. That's a coupon buster. Why is it getting me to log into my so far it's 2-0 Villa. It's 2-0 Villa. I know it's 2-0, fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic, but my bet's on the ropes here. 44 grand bet. It's not beat yet though. See, to be fair, like your 44 grand bet no being beat 25 minutes into the games is pretty decent, I think. Pretty decent. I need Arsenal to win 3-1. I need Bayern to score 8 more goals, so that's probably not going to happen. I know. It's pathetic, man, when you think of it. Oh, Ramsey just hit the post. Here, how's Birmingham no came in for Dessers yet? No idea, man. They should. Everybody's going to Birmingham from Rangers, and that's what I like to see. Look what Trump's did, man. First couple of weeks of the administration. Fucking. How great would it be if we had someone like Trump in the UK? We don't. We've got nothing. We've got nothing. We've got a couple fucking pretenders that are trying to ride his coattails, but would never do anything like he does. Pathetic. Look at that. 3 total attempts to 1. Right, folks, we're going to go half an hour, won't I? So, yeah, I mean, I've pretty much said all I've wanted to say about the Rangers game. I think we'll win. I think we should win. And it should be an interesting game, another European night. And I'm looking at when's the draw, actually? Does anyone know when the draw is? I'm going to assume the draw. Is the draw on Friday? I'm going to Google that right now. Let's find out. Europa League knockout draw. Let's see here. So the knockout draw will be, yep. Well, guys, there'll be another wee live stream then. It takes place at 1 o'clock CET. What's CET? Fuck, the Champions League draw will be tomorrow, won't it? Fuck, there might need to be a few fids made. Might need to do that. I mean, it's actually weird because there's actually a lot of better teams in the in the bottom. What do you call it? In the bottom half of the 17 to 24 than there is in the 9 to 16. But I mean, it can all change tomorrow at the end of the day, can't it? Be bloody great if Club Brugge knocked out Man City tonight, wouldn't it? Be fantastic. Be great. It is. Bayern Munich, Man City still no winning. Girona's beating Arsenal. That's no good for my bet, man. It's no good. What have I? So have I? This is worth £3,000. I've took Dortmund. They're winning. Took Juventus, Benfica to draw 1-0 Benfica. Took PSG 13-8. By the way, folks, let's point that. That's brilliant. They're winning 2-0. Early payouts, no game yet. Barcelona to beat Atlanta 0-0. I did take this game for a draw, but you know what? That's fucking beat. That's what's fucked me. I took Man City, Club Brugge for a draw, and I took Liverpool. So it's everyone that was greeting about picking Liverpool, but they're going to pick the reserves. Well, Liverpool are 1-0 up, all right? So there's no need to cry anymore. There's no need to cry anymore. See Villa rejected 60 million for Arsenal. Well, that's who Arsenal need to. If Arsenal signed Ollie Watkins, I wouldn't make them favourite for the league because Liverpool are still very good, but I think the chances of Arsenal winning the league drastically go up. I mean, I'd say right now it's about 90. I'd say right now it's like 90% Liverpool, 8% Arsenal, 2% City. Because I think City, they can go on a massive run. I mean, bulk of that team's still there to do that. But if Arsenal signed Watkins, I would probably rate it. I mean, maybe Liverpool dropped into like 60. Arsenal, decent percentage. Maybe that's too high. I don't know. But yeah, so just to reiterate, there will be a watch along tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I just hope we can get over the line. I can't see us losing. I don't think a draw's out the equation. I mean, we haven't even spoke too much about Union Saint Galwal, however you want to call them. They do like a red card. They do like a yellow card. They've also got registry problems where their best players aren't in their team, so we know how that feels. But yeah, I mean, they're a top team in Belgium. I think the Belgian league and the Scottish leagues are relatively similar, aren't they, man? At the end of the day, I wouldn't say there's a massive amount in it. I mean, you look at like Cercle Bruges, what they did against Kelly and Hearts. There wasn't much in those games, and it was against Kelly and Hearts who have both been shit this season. So then you look at the likes of what Club Brugge and Celtic did against each other. You look at the likes of, I mean, who else? Who's the other team? I think we'll win. I'm sticking with my 3-1 prediction. Rangers to win. Hamza Gamani with 2. I haven't predicted the other goal scorer, have I? I'll go with Bailey Rice, man. Leave Bailey Rice to get a goal. I'd love Bailey Rice to get a goal. Be fantastic. Be fantastic. It would be unfucking real. But yeah, we've got less than 2 minutes to go. Then I'm wrapping this up. I'm looking forward to doing the match review tonight over on Fog Football. Who's looking forward to that tonight? I'm looking forward to it. Do you like the PlayStation? I like the PlayStation. 2-1 Rangers, as long as we win. That's all that matters. Hopefully see some of the youth. I just want to see Bailey Rice get a game, man. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Like, look at the praise he was getting off like every pundit, right? And like media person after that United game. And he can't start against Dundee United. I just don't get it. What's your favourite console ever? I'd say it's probably PlayStation 2. I think PlayStation 2 is where it all began. Well, it's probably PS1 where it all began, but I don't really recall too much of the PS. Well, I mean, I recall a bit of it, but it was more the PS2, so I'd go the PS2. Yeah, I know everyone says the PS2, but that's what I'm going for. I like the GameCube. I love the GameCube when you got like the 2 discs with the Resident Evils and all those games, Metal Gear. Was it Metal Gear? It was Metal Gear Twin Snakes. I love the GameCube. I'd say GameCube's probably second. But then when you factor in the online and like the fun you've had playing games online, Xbox 360 is probably a really good shout. So yeah, not much in it between all of them. Like, to be honest, just You get older and then you just don't you just don't care anymore, don't you? Not at the end of the day. Alistair Johnson just cleared that off the line. Do you remember Super Monkey Ball Adventure? Nope, I do not, my friend. I do not. Oh, PS2. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. I've got a bunch of fucking PS2 games right in there. Could whip them out like that. I could whip them out. Could whip the PS2 games out. Where are the PS2 games? Can I reach them for here? Yes. This is what happens when you pay for your My Shares. Now, I mean, I got this months ago at the start of the season, but is that worth the 50 quid a year? It's not the only thing you get like that. I don't really know. Oh, wait. What game's this? Look at that. There's a fucking PS1. SmackDown. That's a fucking old one. That's an old one. Yes, indeed. But right, that's what we're going to wrap up. Don't get to see that game every day. It doesn't work on my PS2 anymore. Shite, you've got the PS1. Usually they work, but it does this spinneroonie thing. That just 10 out of 10, that game. Brilliant, isn't it? Fantastic. Anyway, folks, that's where we're going to leave it. It's been a real laugh talk about this, but if you want the laughing to continue, I think I've got a sneaky suspicion it's going to be all laughs later on the night when we review this game. So, why were you in Inverness? Fucking traveling the world. Am I to Inverness? No, it was for a video that's yet to be uploaded, actually. Two videos that are yet to be uploaded. So, looking forward to that. Travelled on the coldest day of the year. It was a real laugh. Toilets on the train froze over. There'll be a video. I need to edit all that. It was a real laugh. Anyway, folks, right. We'll be back very soon. Tomorrow, watch along. There'll probably be a video before it. All that good stuff. Maybe a starting 11 reaction or something. But yeah, check out Fog Football for vids later on. And you know the score. There's a lot of other Fog channels out there. Right, but Big Stevie, signing out.